Hi, I'm sorry I'm not here in the morning. I am here, but I'm not here at the same time. So I need to explain to you what our final project will be or assessment for the semester. It's not a semester test by any means. It's really an essay, and it's about the market revolution. And that's why those notes that I asked you to take last week are extremely important. So when you get to your Moodle page, if you haven't finished your notes, you need to, okay? Or you can go back and refer to them as well. But if you're not familiar with what I'm about to ask you, then this is going to be very difficult. Okay. So you should, if you're caught up, the last assignment you should have done was the Morse code assignment. Okay. And a lot of you have completed that. So thank you. But here's your assessment. You are going to write a market revolution essay. All right. So I'm going to click on that. It should be at the very, very bottom of your Moodle page for social studies. I've actually made another. This was from last year, so I don't know if it's as updated as it should be. But your instructions go like this. I want you to write probably 2 to maybe 3 paragraphs. That's all I want. Okay. The prompt for your essay is this: what was the market revolution, and what impact did the market revolution have on American life in the 1800s? I have no idea why it's so small. Anyway, that's what I want you to write about. Okay. So I've laid it out in several different steps. First, I want you to define what the market revolution is. This is one sentence. It should be something like, the market revolution is bloom. Yes, you can look up the definition, but we have talked about this. But no, you may not copy and paste the definition. I will be able to tell you did this because it's not in your words. All right. So that's how I want you to start. First, figure look back over your notes and determine, based on what you've learned, what the market revolution is. You could define what a market is. You can define what a revolution is, and then put those two definitions together. Okay. What I want to see is I want this to be an 8th grade language, your language, not Wikipedia's language, not your mom's language, not my language, your language. How would you describe this to someone else in your voice? All right. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, please explain what was life like before the market revolution, and then what it was like afterwards. Otherwise, obviously the market revolution, if we talked about the American Revolution, there was something that changed. So the market revolution, something is changing. That's what I want you to describe. Okay. So your first sentence is going to be something like what the market revolution is, what it was, and then the second sentence is going to be something, what was life like before the market revolution? If you refer back to your notes, it explains what that was. And then, because of the market revolution, what was life like afterwards? Okay. Maybe in the second paragraph that you write, the next step 3, is explain what created the difference. Like, what created the market revolution? There are 3 things. What I want you to do is explain what those 3 things were, how they changed, and give examples. So how do those things relate to the market revolution? Your last, so this is going to be probably a chunk right here. That might be your second paragraph. The last thing, it could be the third paragraph or the conclusion to the second paragraph. So what? Who cares about the market revolution? Well, you should, because you have been impacted by it. Okay. How has the market revolution impacted you? Because of what happened in the 1800s over a long period of time, the effect of that you are benefiting from. So how have you benefited, or how has the market revolution impacted you? I think you can come up with it. Think about the demonstrations that I made on Friday. Think about how they had to do what they needed. Like, how did they accomplish that? Okay. So, last little bit of information. This essay should be no more than 2 paragraphs long. And again, I'm going to say if you want to add a third concluding paragraph, you can. Make sure you use your notes and refer back to the videos and any other evidence, like demonstrations. You must say where you got your information. For example, according to the video Mill Times, the effect of factories on the US was, and there is a video, you may or may not have watched it. I think there was a video on the Erie Canal that you could incorporate into your essay. There's also that video about I think it was the mechanical thresher. It was really short. But if you have no clue what I'm talking about, then you need to go back to your market revolution notes and take a look at that again. Okay. So you may submit a PDF or an online submission. So if you do a PDF, obviously you start a Google Doc. Okay. All right. I will be back on Wednesday. If you have any questions while you're starting it, please email me. I may or may not be able to get to it. We'll see. Okay. All right. I hope I hear a good report. And you may see me tomorrow afternoon or this afternoon. Yes. All right. Peace out.